Okay, welcome back, subscribers, to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and share this video. Today, Governor Similaye Fubara sent 9 names to the Rivers State House of Assembly. 9 names, you heard it right. And I want you to listen carefully, because what is buried in the list tells you everything who is really running Rivers State right now. Welcome back. I do not do sugarcoating, I don't do propaganda, I do facts. And today they are screaming. Fubara just forwarded 9 names of a commissioner's nominee for screaming. They are Professor Datonye Alisa, Tonye Bellingham, Professor Temp Nwafo, Dr. Peter Nwogo, Mrs. Charity Dumois, Tamuno Williams, Lekwe Kenneth, Otonye Amakri, and Sir Amagrige Edward Hart. You know what? All of them have in common. None of them were Fubara's loyalists during the political crisis. None were among his vocal defenders when this man was fighting for his political rights, his political life rather. So, who are these people and why now? Let me give you the full context. Just a week ago, Fubara dissolved his entire cabinet. 8 commissioners gone, all special advisors sacked. Why? Because the Supreme Court affirmed Martins Amewule as the authentic speaker, because President Tinubu brokered the truce, and that truce had conditions. Now, Fubara is quietly reconstituting his cabinet with what analysts are already calling fresh, non-aligned technocrats. Non-aligned. Let me translate that for you. That means people who are not fighting in the trenches with him. People who did not pick sides when the battle was at its hottest. People who conveniently have no visible connection to the Wike's camp. My question is this stability or is this strategy? Because from where I sit, this looks like a man building a cabinet designed to please Abuja, not to serve Rivers people. Fubara deserved his cabinet compliance. He swept his SSG, his chief of staff compliance. He now sets 9 politically safe names. More compliance. Every single move is calibrated around one thing: survival, not governance, not development. Survival. Now, the pro-Fubara crowd will say Wike is the problem. Wike controlled everything. This is Fubara being free. But here is where they get conveniently wrong. Wike built the infrastructure of this state. Wike fought the federal government when Rivers money was being withheld. Wike went toe-to-toe with Abuja and won. You've heard him say it multiple times. Say what you like about the man. Yes, so Wike does not negotiate his people into a corner. Meanwhile, Fubara, the man handpicked and installed by Wike, has spent 2 years in crisis mode, dissolving his cabinet twice, fetching allies, abandoned him, surviving impeachment threats, and now appointing people nobody has ever heard of to manage the state of over 7 million people. And we are supposed to celebrate this. We are supposed to clap our hand. The man who beats the hand that fed him, rather, is now celebrated for appointing 9 names. That means nothing to the average Rivers person on the street. Rivers people are not guinea pigs. Why Fubara is doing political gymnastics, dissolving cabinet, sweeping SSG, sending safe names to a house that wanted his head just months ago. The roads are still broken. The hospitals are still underfunded. The creeks are still polluted. You cannot govern the state based on who won't embarrass you in Abuja. Governance required bold decisions. People who know the terrain. People who have bled for the vision. People with skin in the game. 9 nominees, not one former ally in sight. Not one person who stood with this governor when the pressure was at its absolute peak. It is not a cabinet. It is committee of conveyance, and Rivers people deserve far better. So I ask you, Rivers indigents, Nigerians watching from everywhere, is this the governance you voted for? Drop your comments in the comments. Share the video. Let Rivers people talk about, because if we don't hold power accountable today, we will suffer the consequence tomorrow.
To serve this state. We are not new in the business, in the sense that I've been a lawyer for close to 32 years. And I think that I bring to board my experience dealing with human beings and dealing with institutions. And I know that every chief of staff brings in a new thing to make the office vibrant and to ensure that we portray what the governor is after. Our interest in this state is to ensure that we have peace, stability, and progress. And whatever the governor is about is where we must make sure that it succeeds. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. The governor was very specific.
I am a legal practitioner by practice. I am a lawyer. I understand what the meaning of oath of allegiance means. And even though he reiterated it to me, I understand what I was reading, and I will definitely abide by it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Grace of God, I want to thank the Excellency. It's really a surprise to me too, you know, because just this morning people started calling me. So, but I believe God, that the God that has helped me to perform where He knew me from, will help me to not to fail Him and the state, because it's about God here. It's not just about human being. So God will help me. That's what I have to say.
Okay, you also emphasized that the appointment is not for political empowerment,
Yes.
but for service.
Yes.
So I think there's a lot of expectation from
Yes,
this
yes.
direction.
By the grace of God,